So, what is the name of your customer avatar? You might be wondering why I ask you that question. Because, a customer avatar is really what is your ideal client. And you may be thinking, why would you want to be naming it? Now, hi, I'm Martin Sharp, award-winning speaker, author, mentor and coach. And today we're going to look at some of the psychological elements of actually naming your avatar and why it's so important. Now, when it comes down to marketing, we all know we need to understand who our customer is and be able to produce the messages that will attract those people that would like to have our products and services and repel those people that don't. And this way we can make sure we're targeting just the right type of people that can benefit from the great experience, the great products that you produce, while at the same time not wasting too much of our precious time in being able to weed out all those people that don't actually match who would need our products or services. And this kind of helps in many ways because it means that we're not having to spam lots of people because we're being very targeted, very selective. I've heard it said that if your marketing is excellent, then you need a smaller sales force. And the inverse is true. If your marketing is really poor, then you're going to find you're going to need a bigger sales force because the sales force is going to be the ones that actually take on board any kind of leads that come into your organization, and then they need to weed out the wheat from the chaff. So if you can be even more targeted with your marketing, then what you're going to find is you're going to be able to save money and still be able to attract people into your organization. So how does this work with regards to giving your avatar a name? Now, with some people, when I've come to speak to them about what their ideal client is, they will reel off 30, 40 different types of people that they think would be good for their services. Or the alternative is they say, oh, it's usable by anyone can consume our service or product. Now, as you've probably heard before, if you're targeting anyone, then you're actually targeting nobody. And you just kind of hope and pray that someone's going to pick up your service. Now, the days of that kind of marketing have long gone. That used to be the way it worked. You'd build it and they would come. That was the motto that many people worked by. And same with the marketing. You would just literally plaster this out in magazines and newspapers, across television and radio, and hope that you're actually going to find the right people. But today, the consumer is a lot more savvy with regards to how they're going to go about selecting the right people. And in many cases, they're not going to be receptive to your message until they actually need your product or service. So great big blanket marketing no longer works in the way it used to do. So be more targeted around how you're going to be able to identify exactly the right person that your product or service is targeted for becomes more crucial to make sure you're putting your money in the right places. Now, by giving your avatar a name, you're making it more personal. And this makes it easier for your brain to actually create the messages to pass out to somebody, and then becomes just the same as if you're having a conversation with somebody over a coffee. So for example, for me, it might be a conversation with someone called Sean, and I'm trying to help my friend Sean being able to get his business into a place that he really wants it to be. He's going to have a nice, successful, growing, profitable business. I know the kind of challenges he has in place, and therefore we talk about them regularly whenever I'm putting my messages out there, whenever I'm creating videos. We're in this position where I'm always using him as being the reference whenever I have these conversations. So likewise, if you find you've got a name around your customer avatar, you'll find that you're then having these conversations with people. So it's no longer a case of trying to sell to somebody. You're just trying to help a friend, as you would do anyway. And this is the whole point. In today's society and today's marketplace, we're all around how we can serve and help other people. So who's your friend that you're helping? What's his name? What's his problems? And how are you going to be able to help him? I'm Martin Sharp. Have a great week ahead.